Okay, well, I promised you this hair tutorial. I've been trying to find some time to do it, and I think I may have got a little time. Baby's asleep, other one's at ballet, so let's get cracking. First of all, you need to make sure that you've got all of the tools of your trade. So, your hairbrush, a tail comb, some sort of product that does defining. I like to use a wax definer. There's some other really good soybean products on the market, but basically they help the hair stick together just that little bit more so that it makes it easier for you to roll as you're going. Of course, the most important thing, the pins, the bobby pins. Make sure you've got quite a few of those with a really good grip. And last but not least, hairspray. Alright, now before we start, this is my hair in its natural state. This is hair with no product, just had a wash yesterday, slept in it. I'm lucky that I've got really thick hair and it's got a bit of a wave to it, which makes it easier to do this style. If your hair isn't thick and doesn't have much of a wave, you can still achieve this style, but what you need to do is get yourself some thickening spray. I believe the one from Bumble and Bumble is absolutely excellent. It was recommended to me by a reader. And also some hot rollers. Pop your thickening spray in, allow that to work, put in your hot rollers all over, 15 minutes, pull them out, and you'll have a lot more volume and a little bit more pretend thickness to work with in your hair. Okay, so let's get started. What I like to do first, just give the top a little bit of a comb, figure out where you want to do your part. I tend to part mine, of course, where my blonde streak is. Part it down. And we're going to work in 3 sections to achieve this look. First of all, what I want to do is pull out the fringe section that's later going to become that barrel roll. So, let's see how this works. Using the tail comb, I pull out a piece that I want, and because I really like to keep the blonde in part of that barrel roll, I make sure that that's also in that piece there. You know, whether it's got a bit of the dark or not, doesn't matter. All ends up looking like a boiled sweet or something. Okay, so we take this piece and keep it out of the way for what we're doing. You can use a bobby pin to do this or some other clip. If you twist it, it makes it a little bit easier. Okay, clip it, stays out of the way. It's going to look really attractive while we do this, and sometimes it's kind of hard to see past your own hair. Alright, then we work on the sides. I use my tail comb to grab a side piece, separating it from the back and just combing it until you've got a nice smooth finish there. I know, this is going to be really annoying. Stuck it behind the ear. Okay, so taking this piece, I just simply twist it. Get a good twist. Pull it up to the side. Slide it forward a little bit so you see you're getting this poofiness. You can make it as poofy as you really want to, or flat or otherwise, and then taking your bobby pin, slide one at the bottom of the section there. Hopefully you can see that. It's kind of hard with dark hair. Just to secure it. Because my hair's so thick and heavy, I like to use 2 pins. Okay, side one done. Alrighty, basically we just repeat that on the other side. Let's get this out of the way. Okay, so tail comb, take that piece out of the side there. Okay, and twist, twist, twist. Move it forward a little bit. Stick your pins up in underneath. And one over the top for good measure. Okay, now here comes the funky bit. Taking this middle section here of your fringe, this is what you're going to turn into the roll. If you want to, this is where you can use the wax. Not too much, mind you, or you're going to look like a very strange slick. Alright, so just a little bit of that on the fingers, work it round, and work that through the piece. It's helping to grab any of the flyaways so that at the end we don't have all bits sticking out all over the shop, and it also helps us do the roll. Sometimes I have to do this roll a few times to make it work. Other days it's perfect to start, so we'll see. All right. So I've got my piece. I've worked my wax through. A quick comb to smooth it out, the top and the bottom. And then you can see my hair is quite long. If you've got shorter hair, this is much easier to achieve. Right, so I take the bottom piece and just start to roll it in on itself. You see here? Okay. Rolling. This can take a little practice. I've got to admit, it probably took me about 5 goes to really get the hang of this. But if you hold it on the outside, keep rolling, rolling. So you see you've got like a barrel through there. Roll, roll, roll. Keep rolling. And all the way up to the top of the hair. So you're at sort of fringe level with this. Then holding that roll nice and steady, keeping your fingers in the middle, bring it across to the side that you want it on. Okay. You can choose to open the roll up a little bit if you want to, but do keep your fingers there so it doesn't pop out on you. Pop it to the side. Grab one of these trusty bobby pins and working up in close to the top of the roll so you can't see your pins too much, slide that in. Okay, next one, I'm going to try and pop one in behind it just to secure it a little bit better. So at the back of the roll. Really hope this works. Okay, and then there you go. You've got this rolly thing going on at the side. You can choose to make your roll higher, lower, depending on the look. The higher you make it, the more extreme the look is. So if you slide your roll to the side, it becomes a more gentle, soft, more 40s kind of look. Sometimes I like to do it right up, make it really extreme, particularly when I'm going for my more edgy punk kind of look. Once you've done that, make sure you spray the hell out of it. Because of course, in Melbourne's weather, with all our wind, I don't want to be looking half-assed with my hair going down the street. Anyway, bit of a spritz. Make sure I get all the flyaways out of the front, out of the side. Now, there you go. That's the basics. You've got your sides, roll. You can either choose to leave your hair out, which I often do just because I've got a bit of a curl here. Also, if you've used your hot rollers, might be looking pretty good on the bottom by now. Otherwise, if you like to keep it out of your face, you can pretty much do anything you want. Grab the whole lot, chuck it up in a ponytail. You can get really funky and actually twist the whole lot up into a French roll at the back. And if you've got a lot of curls and things going on at the top, which at the moment mine's a bit bitty, I'd tend to put hot rollers in this or use some tongs just to get some lovely curls at the top. So I've twisted it at the back. Let's see if we can see that. Not much good on the dark hair. And once again, just pop some pins in there. Another alternative, which is always very nice and very pin-uppy, is down over one shoulder and fastening it with a flower or something to that effect. One of my favourites. And probably what I'll go with today. Let's have a look here. Some hair ties. I like to pop it in low pigtails down the bottom. Kind of like reins, horses' reins. That's what my husband says anyway. Okay, there you go. So, got my little horsey reins at the back. Got my hair going on at the front. And what did that take? I don't know, maybe 5 minutes. It'll take you a lot less time once you've practiced a couple of times. The rolling can be tricky with the longer hair, but once you've got the hang of it, you saw how easy that is. And the overall effect, I love it. Anyway, get cracking. Want to see you try it for yourself. Bye.